what are some of the benefits and improvement people notice when they switch to the PNB? So the PNB is the Poultry Nutri-Balancer. It's the mineral premix that Fertrell offers, for those of you who don't know.
So I'd say one of the biggest benefits that we have with the Poultry Nutri-Balancer is the higher vitamin levels. And with these higher vitamin levels, basically it's making sure that your animals are healthier from the inside out. And once you've got healthier animals, they'll essentially be able to fight off diseases and illnesses and perform better because they're healthier. There was a farmer down in Florida who basically had this similar question on whether or not a complete mineral using the Poultry Nutri-Balancer is as beneficial as not using any mineral at all. So he did his own trial run. And this was on a batch of broilers. So he did 3 different groups. The first group was fed a complete feed using the Poultry Nutri-Balancer. One was a feed using just a sea salt mineral, and then the third batch didn't have any grain or any vitamin or mineral premix added at all. So in the end, we'll talk about mortality first. So the group with the Poultry Nutri-Balancer had a 2% mortality, whereas the group with no mineral added at all had a 15% mortality, which I think is pretty significant. And then the group that had just the trace mineral salt had a 10% mortality. So that helped with his livability. And then he also compared the carcass weights of each group. So the group that didn't have any vitamin or mineral premix added at all had an average carcass weight of 4 pounds. The group that had just the trace mineral salt or the sea salt added had a carcass weight of 4.5 pounds, while the third batch had a 5 to 6 pound carcass weight. So overall, the Poultry Nutri-Balancer, when you're comparing it to no vitamin or mineral premix added at all versus the Poultry Nutri-Balancer in the feed, had less mortality and better weight gain in the end.
Yes, when we started using the PNB, when Jeff made a ration for us, we saw a big improvement in the health of the chickens, in the weight gain, and in flock behaviors, meaning that the birds were more settled. They didn't fight as much. There was a lot less pecking, if any pecking at all. It made just a huge difference. Took a lot of headaches out of our lives, I guess, would be the way to put it.